Hello everyone. Good morning. Welcome to the geography class of class 11. In today's class, we'll continue chapter 31 World Climatic Types. Today, we'll study from page number 423 to page number 425. In the last class, we have studied the following objectives: mid-latitude climates, Mediterranean climate, marine west coast climate, dry subtropical climate, moist subtropical climate, moist continental climate, dry mid-latitude cold desert climate. The objectives that we are going to study in today's class are boreal climate or taiga climate, the tundra climate, the ice cap climate, and the climate of the highlands. Let us go through some technical terms that are related to today's topic. The first term is high latitude climate. Areas located between the Arctic Circle and the North Pole and Antarctic Circle and the South Pole. Boreal climate or taiga climate, the climate found beyond 50 degree north to 70 degree north. Peninsula, landmass surrounded by water on three sides. We can take India as an example. Tundra climate, the climate type found from 65 degree north to the northernmost limits of the continents. Isotherm, an imaginary line that joins all the places having the same temperature. The next term is annual range of temperature. Difference between the maximum temperature and the minimum temperature of a year. Next we have extreme continental climate. The climate experienced by the interior parts of the continent where the summers are very hot and winters are very cold. Evaporation, the process by which water changes into water vapor on heating. Natural vegetation, the trees, plants and grasses that grow in an area without human interference. For example, tropical evergreen vegetation, tropical desert vegetation, etc. Coniferous forest, the forest that consists of conical shaped softwood trees like cherry pine, fir, spruce, etc. Mosses and lichens, short flowering grasses found in the tundra region. Precipitation, the process by which the condensed water fall on the earth in the form of rainfall, snowfall or hailstone. Altitude, the height of a place above the mean sea level. Permafrost, area which is completely covered by ice and snow throughout the year. Example, the polar region. Insolation, the amount of solar radiation absorbed by the earth. And the last term is diurnal range of temperature. Difference between the maximum temperature and the minimum temperature of a day is called diurnal range of temperature. It is also known as the daily range of temperature. Now let us start with our topic, high latitude climates. Areas located between 66.5 degree latitudes and the two poles or the Arctic Circle to the North Pole in the northern hemisphere and the Antarctic Circle to the South Pole in the southern hemisphere are known as high latitudes, and the climate of these areas are known as high latitude climates. These are exceptionally cold climates in which the summers are short and mild and winters are long and severe. Areas of high latitudes are classified into the following four climatic types: boreal climate or taiga climate, the tundra climate, the ice cap climate, climate of the highlands. First of all, we'll study boreal climate or the taiga climate. The boreal climate is also known as the taiga climate. This climate region covers broad expanses from the western Alaska to Newfoundland in North America and from Norway to Kamchatka Peninsula in Eurasia. The latitudinal extent of the taiga climate is from 50° north to 70° north. There are no land masses between these latitudes in the southern hemisphere, and this climate is not found there. Towards the north of the taiga is the tundra climate. The summers are short and the temperature varies between 10 degrees Celsius to 15 degrees Celsius. Southern parts have higher temperature than the northern parts. Summer isotherm of 10 degrees Celsius acts as a dividing line between the taiga climate in the south and the tundra climate in the north. The winters are long and very cold. Minimum temperature may be as low as minus 50 degrees Celsius, which is recorded at Verkhoyansk in January. The annual range of temperature at Verkhoyansk, which is located in Russia, is 65.5 degrees Celsius, which is the highest in the world. In this way, taiga is an example of extreme continental climate. It experiences extreme continental climate because it is far away from the moderating influence of the sea. Rainfall varies from 50 centimeter in Norway to 15 centimeter in Middle Siberia and only 8 centimeter in East Siberia. There is heavy snowfall in winter. Despite its small amount, rainfall is sufficient for the growth of the trees because evaporation is less due to low temperature. The natural vegetation associated with this climate type is soft coniferous forest. The important trees found here are cherry pine, silver fir, deodar, oak, chestnut, maple, juniper, spruce, etc. Now, let us study about the tundra climate. The tundra climate is found from 60° north to the northernmost limits of the continents. No land masses are found in such high latitudes in the southern hemisphere, and this climate does not prevail there. The areas of this climate occupy the coastal fringes of Arctic Ocean and many Arctic islands and the ice-free shores of Iceland and Greenland. Winters are long and severe and summers are cool and short. The duration of summers is 2.5 months in the southern part and only 1.5 months in the northern parts of the tundra lands. The temperature of the warmest month never rises above 10 degrees Celsius. The ground is free from snow for a very short period. The 10 degrees Celsius summer isotherm marks the equatorward limit of the tundra as well as the poleward limit of the tree growth. The average January temperature is minus 40 degrees Celsius. Average annual rainfall is 25 centimeter. The precipitation is mostly in the form of snow. The area is completely devoid of forest. Only sparse vegetation is possible, which comprises grasses, mosses, and lichens. Now, let's study the third climatic type from the high latitudes climate, that is the ice cap climate. The ice cap climate is found in the Antarctic continent, parts of Greenland, Iceland, and some Arctic islands near the North Pole. The ice cap climate does not have a single month with mean temperature above 0 degrees Celsius. Consequently, the growth of vegetation is prohibited and it is a region of permanent ice and snow. Hence, it is also called as permafrost. There is little evaporation due to low temperature. This results in meager precipitation, that means less precipitation, which is in the form of snow and ice. Now, we will study about the climate of the highlands. This type of climate is found in the Alps, the Himalayas, the Tibetan Plateau, the Rockies and the Andes. This climate is known as mountain climate or alpine climate. In mountainous region, altitude and slope of the mountains play important role in controlling the temperature and precipitation. The effect of high altitude is almost the same as that of the high latitudes. High insolation, low temperature, low air pressure, large diurnal or daily range of temperature, and relatively large amount of precipitation at higher altitudes are common in the highlands. The natural vegetation changes with altitude. In the foothills, there are tropical evergreen forests, which are also called as tropical rainforest. They are followed by temperate deciduous forest and cedar-leaf forest or coniferous forest. Above 3500 meter, only mosses and lichens grow. Some mountain top is permanently covered with ice and snow, so termed as permafrost. In the permafrost, the mean temperature is -2 degrees Celsius to -4 degrees Celsius. With this, we complete our chapter. Hope that you have understood the chapter. Now it's homework time. Your homework is to go through the exercises given in your book at page number 425, 426 and 427. I will read the questions for you. Exercise 1, question number 6. What is the significance of 10 degrees Celsius summer isotherm? Question number 7. Listed below are some important characteristics of a few climatic types. Name the climatic types of which they refer to. Part number 7. Severe winter, cool summer and temperature not rising above 10 degrees Celsius. Exercise number 2. Write a short note on second question, second part, the boreal climate. Part 4th, the climate of the highlands. Question number 3, compare the following climates, tundra and ice cap. Question number 4, account for the following. Fifth part, boreal climate supports grasslands in place of forest. Now on next page, page number 427, we have map work in which you have to mark and label the following on the outline map of the world. Part number 6, areas of boreal climate in Eurasia and North America. Question number 7, tundra climate in the northern hemisphere, and 8th, ice cap of Greenland. You must read the chapter World Climatic Types from page number 417 to page number 426. Go through the exercises and learn the answers. It's the time to give you written work. Write the answers of the following questions in your copy. The first question is, define high latitude climates. Name the 4 types of high latitude climates. Explain the ice cap climate. Question number 2, differentiate between boreal climate or tiger climate and the tundra climate. Question number 3, write a note on the climate of the highlands or mountains. The next question is, on the outline map of the world, mark and label the following. Number 1, areas of boreal climate in Eurasia and North America. Number 2, tundra climate in the northern hemisphere. Number 3, ice cap of Greenland and North America. And number 4, the climate of the highlands in North America, South America, Europe and Asia. You must see the videos of the school link and the YouTube links related to the chapter. We will soon meet in the next video with a new topic. Till then, take care, stay safe, healthy and happy. Thank you.